What's up everybody, my name is Satyajit and you are watching Editxor, and I really hope you and your family members are safe from this pandemic. And I also want to thank you guys for subscribing to this channel because we recently hit 1000 subscribers, which is a huge thing for me, so thank you guys once again for your support. As you have seen earlier in this video, we are going to make an iPhone AC commercial. So for this video I'm going to show you the behind the scenes, and I will also show you a couple of editing techniques as well. So stick together till the end. So lastly, I want to thank my friend Joy for providing me his iPhone for shooting this video. So without wasting further your time, let's dive in. I had a couple of problems in my mind before shooting this video. So in the original iPhone SE commercial, they used 3 different colors of iPhone and they changed the color and cut them into the bits of the music, so it's looking pretty amazing. Since I have only black color iPhone, I tried to maintain a black and white type of contrasty aesthetic throughout the video you have seen earlier. And I don't have any macro lens for shooting this type of product videos, so for that I used my 16-35 f4 lens, which has the minimal focus distance among all the lenses I have. So most of the time I use that lens. For 1 or 2 shots maybe I used the 85mm 1.8. So for the black background I used this black board you can see right here, this one, and on top of that I used this black piece of glass, so which will give some reflections as well. For most of the shots I use this cheap round LED panel, and for other shots I use this LED bulb with the softbox. Now let's see the behind the scenes. Here you can see I moved the light from one direction to another to make a nice rim light around the edges of the phone. For this shot you can see I attached the phone with a clamp, and then I placed the whole thing on this chair, and then I rotated the chair slowly, so it's giving some nice motion. Here in this shot you can see that I am turning around, revealing the phone on which I am playing the game, and here I am looking at my mobile device for the view of the camera. So I am using Sony Imaging Edge for remote controlling the camera. So here's how I took the top-down shots. Earlier I forgot to mention one thing, that for the top-down shots I used the Sony 28mm f2 lens, and I used some white printing paper for the white background. So these were all the behind the scenes. Now let's dive into the editing part. For this first shot I placed my camera on a tripod and took couple of shots. So here you can see both layers. The upper layer is little bit brighter, and if I turn off the upper layer you can see the bottom layer is darker. So what I did after turning on the upper layer, I made a mask around the highlighted edges of the phone like this, and then I feathered the mask, and if I play this you can see it's showing the highlighted edges only. And for this clip also I did the same thing. I made a mask around the highlighted edges of the phone, and then I feathered the mask, so it's only showing the highlighted edges of the phone. Since I took most of the shots on a tripod, it was easier for me to match the position of the clips, I mean the phone. I applied the same procedure here also, but this time I did it in reverse. So what I mean here, I darkened inside the phone, leaving the edges. So here you can see the mask I darkened inside of the phone, leaving the edges. And now I added some keyframes of the scale, so you can see it's zooming in or scaling up. So for this shot I added some color burst footage underneath the phone, so I made a mask and then I placed it underneath the phone. So you can see the mask here, and then I added some drop shadow. So you can see the difference here, and I also added some drop shadow for the color burst also. So if I turn this on and off you can see the difference. It's looking more 3D if I add the drop shadow. So this is how I did this one. For this shot, I placed the phone on a speaker to give a little bit height, and then I took out the phone from the scene and I captured empty footage you can see here. So if I turn off this one, you can see. So then I masked the phone. If I turn on the background layer here, you can see that it's giving a feel that the phone is floating on the air. And for the shadows, again I added some drop shadows and then keyframe the shadow position according to the lights. So I took this electronic circuit footage and then color graded it. So now you can see the before and after. So this is the before and this is the after. And for the text, I did some motion tracking with the rotation and scale. Then I applied the track data on the text. So if I play it here, you can see that this thing is moving along with the chipset. So if I add a black solid here, you can see. So this thing is moving along with the chipset. And eventually I added a basic 3D on the text so it will match the plane of the chip. You can see right here. So last not the least, you can see here that there are two backgrounds for this phone. One is white and another one is black. So I tried to maintain my hand position during grabbing the phone. So for these two clips, I matched the phone position, decreasing the opacity of the upper layer and then repositioning it. You can see right here. And then I tried to match the sequence, like I'm grabbing the phone, you can see. Then I split the footage here where I'm grabbing the phone. So you can see it's becoming white from black very quickly. So that's it, that's the editing process. So now let's rewatch the whole sequence for one more time. Thank you guys for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed and learned something new from this video. So if you do, please like this video and subscribe and hit the bell icon if you haven't already. You can also follow me on my Instagram at Editxor007. I'll see you guys in my next video. Till then, stay creative. Peace.